Imagine waking up each day with a crystal-clear sense of purpose, unfazed by the chaos around you and relentlessly focused on what truly matters. This might sound like an idealistic fantasy, yet it was the everyday reality for Marcus Aurelius, one of the most powerful men in ancient history. As a Roman emperor and a Stoic philosopher, his personal notes, known as Meditations, offer timeless guidance on harnessing the power of self-discipline. Aurelius's writings are not just relics of the past, they provide practical tools for navigating the complexities of modern life. In our contemporary world, filled with incessant distractions and the pressures of urban living, Aurelius's teachings resonate more than ever. Stoicism is not merely a philosophical theory, but a practical toolkit for living a disciplined and fulfilled life. It teaches us how to turn adversity into advantage, emotional turmoil into tranquility, and life's unpredictability into a wellspring of strength. Whether you're dealing with work stress in a bustling city like New York or seeking inner peace amidst the noise of Los Angeles, understanding the Stoic way of life offers profound insights. At the heart of Stoicism lies the belief that self-discipline begins with finding your purpose. But what does finding your purpose really entail? According to Aurelius, it's about discovering what truly matters to you, what drives you at your core, and aligning your daily actions with that deeper calling. Living in agreement with nature, an essential Stoic principle, means understanding your role in the larger scheme of things and acting in harmony with your virtues. As Aurelius wrote, the happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts. This quote emphasizes that our mental state significantly influences our experiences and outcomes. In today's fast-paced society, filled with endless choices and distractions, finding that purpose can feel overwhelming. Here, Stoic wisdom becomes essential. It encourages us to peel back the layers of superficial desires and fleeting emotions to reveal what is truly essential for our well-being and growth. It prompts us to ask ourselves critical questions. What is worth my time and energy? How can my actions today contribute to the greater good and my personal development? For instance, consider a young professional in Chicago who feels lost in the corporate grind. By reflecting on their values and aspirations, they can align their career decisions with their deeper purpose, leading to greater fulfillment. As you embark on this journey through Stoic philosophy and the profound teachings of Marcus Aurelius, consider implementing daily reflections into your routine. Each morning, ask yourself, what am I meant to do today? And each evening, reflect, have I lived true to my purpose? This practice, rooted in Stoic thought, will not only cultivate the self-discipline necessary for a meaningful life, but also transform your entire existence into a more purposeful and fulfilling journey. So, if you're ready to transform how you view and handle life's challenges and cultivate self-discipline, stay tuned. Together, we will unpack the powerful, life-altering teachings of Marcus Aurelius and discover how they can be applied to build a robust, disciplined life today. And before we dive deeper, if you appreciate what we're doing here, consider hitting that subscribe button. Your journey towards a more disciplined and fulfilling life begins now. Embrace this opportunity to learn and grow, and remember, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this and you will find strength. 1. Foundation of inner authority. Control your domain. To cultivate self-discipline, we must first establish a strong foundation of inner authority, an understanding of what we can control and how to harness that power effectively. This is where the teachings of Marcus Aurelius and other Stoic philosophers become invaluable. The first step in building this foundation is discovering your purpose, followed by the critical practice of self-reliance, and finally, mastering the dichotomy of control. Finding your purpose. Marcus Aurelius's philosophy emphasizes that self-discipline begins with understanding your purpose. In his meditations, he often reflects on the importance of aligning one's actions with broader values and virtues. For example, he writes, "When you arise in the morning, think of the privilege it is to be alive, to think, to enjoy, to love, to be able to do things." This perspective encourages us to wake each day with intention and clarity about what truly matters. In our modern lives, particularly in bustling cities like New York or Los Angeles, distractions abound. The pressure to conform to societal expectations, to climb the corporate ladder, or to fit into a particular lifestyle can lead us away from our genuine purpose. To counter this, we must engage in self-reflection. Ask yourself, what brings me joy? What are my core values? What impact do I want to make in the world? Consider Jessica, a mid-level manager in a tech firm in San Francisco. She often feels unfulfilled, trapped in a cycle of meetings and deadlines. By taking the time to reflect on her values, she realizes that she has a passion for mentoring younger colleagues. This insight leads her to volunteer for a mentorship program within her company, aligning her daily actions with her deeper calling. This alignment not only enhances her job satisfaction, but also cultivates her self-discipline as she invests in her men's growth. Counting on yourself. Once you have a clear sense of purpose, the next step is to rely on yourself. Marcus Aurelius consistently emphasized the importance of self-reliance in his writings. He believed that true strength comes from within. "You have the power over your mind, not outside events," he wrote, encapsulating the essence of personal accountability. This principle teaches us that while we cannot control external circumstances, we can control our reactions and attitudes toward them. In today's interconnected world, where opinions and advice are readily available at the click of a button, listening to our inner voice can be challenging. However, Stoicism teaches us to filter out the noise and trust our reasoned judgments. For example, think of Michael, a young entrepreneur in Chicago who faces skepticism from friends and family about his decision to start a business. Instead of succumbing to doubt, he draws strength from his purpose and believes in his vision. By focusing on his goals and cultivating self-reliance, he builds the resilience needed to weather the challenges of entrepreneurship. To cultivate self-reliance, begin with small steps. Make commitments to yourself and keep them. If you say you will exercise, do it. If you commit to reading a chapter of a book each day, follow through. These small victories build confidence, reinforcing your belief in your abilities. As Aurelius suggests, the impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way. The dichotomy of control. The final aspect of establishing a strong foundation of inner authority is understanding the dichotomy of control. This Stoic principle teaches us to focus solely on what we can control, our actions, reactions, and judgments, while letting go of what lies beyond our influence. Aurelius often noted that becoming upset by things outside our control is not only futile but counterproductive to our well-being. For instance, consider Sarah, a marketing executive in a fast-paced New York firm. She often finds herself stressed out about her boss's unpredictable behavior and the company's fluctuating performance. By practicing the dichotomy of control, Sarah learns to focus on her responses rather than external events. She asks herself, is my reaction to my boss's mood within my control? The answer is no. By letting go of the urge to control her boss's actions and instead focusing on her work performance and attitude, she experiences a significant reduction in stress. To apply this principle in your life, regularly ask yourself, is this within my control? When faced with challenges, take a moment to evaluate your focus. If you find yourself worrying about outcomes you cannot influence, like the stock market, the weather, or other people's opinions, remind yourself to redirect your energy toward what you can impact: your effort, your mindset, and your actions. Aurelius famously stated, "You are a little soul carrying around a corpse," highlighting the transient nature of life and the importance of focusing on what truly matters. This perspective empowers us to engage with life more constructively, channeling our efforts where they can actually make a difference. Practical applications. To integrate these principles into your daily life, consider implementing a few practical strategies. Daily reflection. Start each day with a few moments of reflection to clarify your purpose. Write down your goals and intentions for the day. What small actions will you take that align with your purpose? Self-accountability. Set personal commitments and hold yourself accountable. Use a journal to track your progress. Reflect on your successes and areas for improvement regularly. Focus exercises. When faced with stress or uncertainty, practice identifying what you can control. Create a simple chart dividing your concerns into 2 columns, within my control and out of my control. This exercise will help you visualize and prioritize your thoughts and actions. Mindfulness practices. Engage in mindfulness or meditation exercises to strengthen your ability to focus on the present and cultivate inner peace. This can help you become more attuned to your thoughts and reactions, enabling you to respond more effectively to life's challenges. Seek feedback. Surround yourself with trusted individuals who can provide constructive feedback. Engage in discussions with mentors or colleagues who exemplify the virtues you aspire to develop. Learn from their experiences and insights. As you embark on this journey to build a strong foundation of inner authority, remember the words of Marcus Aurelius: "The best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injury." In practicing self-discipline, self-reliance, and an understanding of control, you equip yourself with the tools necessary to navigate the complexities of modern life with confidence and purpose. By laying this groundwork, you prepare yourself to face challenges head-on, transforming obstacles into opportunities for growth and self-improvement. As you cultivate your inner authority, you will not only enhance your self-discipline, but also empower yourself to lead a more purposeful, fulfilling life. 2. The daily practice of excellence. Consistency over intensity. Building self-discipline is not merely about grand gestures or monumental efforts. It is about the small, consistent actions we take each day. Marcus Aurelius emphasized the importance of showing up daily, participating actively in life, and adhering to one's principles. This section will explore how consistency, daily reflection, and embracing discomfort can cultivate a disciplined life. Show up every day. Marcus Aurelius believed that each day is an opportunity to demonstrate our commitment to our values. He wrote, "The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts." This sentiment highlights the importance of being present and engaged in each moment, no matter how mundane it may seem. In our busy, modern lives filled with distractions, the notion of simply showing up can often be overlooked. Consider Jonathan, a graphic designer in Los Angeles. He often finds himself overwhelmed by the demands of his job and the distractions of social media. To combat this, he adopts a mantra: show up every day. Every morning, Jonathan sets aside dedicated time to work on his creative projects, free from distractions. He commits to producing at least one piece of work daily, regardless of its perceived quality. This practice not only fosters creativity but also builds his self-discipline. By showing up consistently, Jonathan reinforces his commitment to his craft and gradually enhances his skills. The power of showing up lies in its cumulative effect. A single act of effort may seem insignificant, but when repeated consistently, it leads to profound results. For instance, consider a New York City office worker named Lisa who wants to improve her health. Instead of attempting to overhaul her entire lifestyle overnight, she decides to incorporate small, manageable changes. taking the stairs instead of the elevator and walking during her lunch break. Over time, these small adjustments lead to significant improvements in her physical well-being. Daily reflection. In conjunction with showing up, daily reflection is an essential practice for cultivating self-discipline. Marcus Aurelius practiced self-examination regularly, encouraging us to reflect on our actions and thoughts. He wrote, "When you wake up in the morning, tell yourself, the people I deal with today will be meddling, ungrateful, arrogant, dishonest, jealous, and surly." This acknowledgement prepares us to meet the day with a Stoic mindset, accepting that challenges and difficulties are part of life. To incorporate daily reflection into your routine, consider ending each day with a moment of introspection. Ask yourself key questions. Did I act according to my principles today? How did I respond to challenges? What could I have done differently? For example, after a challenging day at work, reflect on how you handled stress. Did you remain calm, or did you react impulsively? By examining your responses, you can identify patterns, strengths, and areas for improvement. Imagine Sarah, a project manager in a fast-paced Chicago firm. At the end of each day, she takes 10 minutes to jot down her thoughts in a journal. This practice helps her process her experiences, identify her emotional triggers, and recognize moments when she acted in alignment with her values. Over time, Sarah notices a marked improvement in her ability to handle stress and conflict, as she becomes more aware of her reactions and learns to respond thoughtfully rather than impulsively. Embrace discomfort. Another vital component of daily practice is learning to embrace discomfort. Marcus Aurelius, like many Stoics, believed that voluntarily facing challenges helps strengthen our resilience. He noted, "The things you think about determine the quality of your mind. Your soul takes on the color of your thoughts." By stepping outside our comfort zones, we not only fortify our character, but also prepare ourselves for the inevitable hardships life presents. Consider Matt, a young entrepreneur in Seattle who has always found public speaking daunting. To confront his fear, he decides to join a local Toastmasters club. Each week, he faces the discomfort of speaking in front of others, gradually building his confidence and communication skills. By willingly embracing this discomfort, Matt strengthens his ability to handle pressure and articulate his ideas effectively. Practicing voluntary hardship can take many forms. It might mean waking up early to exercise, choosing to go without a luxury for a week, or tackling a challenging project at work that you would typically avoid. The essence of this practice lies not in self-punishment, but in fostering resilience and mental fortitude. As Aurelius advised, you can choose not to be harmed, and you won't be harmed. The role of mindfulness. Incorporating mindfulness into your daily routine can enhance the effectiveness of these practices. Mindfulness encourages us to be present, to focus on the task at hand, and to engage fully with our experiences. For example, during a busy workday, take a moment to pause and breathe deeply. This simple act can reset your mindset, allowing you to approach challenges with greater clarity and focus. When you approach daily tasks with mindfulness, you transform routine actions into meaningful rituals. For instance, consider Emily, a nurse working long shifts in a hospital. To combat stress, she develops a mindfulness practice during her breaks. Instead of scrolling through her phone, she sits quietly, focusing on her breath and the present moment. This practice helps her recharge, enabling her to return to her patients with renewed energy and compassion. Building a routine. To effectively implement these principles, develop a daily routine that incorporates showing up, reflection, and embracing discomfort. Here's a simple framework to get started. Morning ritual. Begin your day with intention. Spend 10 minutes reflecting on your goals for the day. What actions align with your purpose? Consider writing them down to solidify your commitment. Midday check-in. Pause during your day to assess your progress. Are you staying true to your intentions? This moment of reflection can help you recalibrate and refocus. Evening reflection. Dedicate time each evening to reflect on your day. Ask yourself how you showed up, what challenges you faced, and how you can improve tomorrow. This practice will foster a habit of self-awareness and growth. Weekly review. At the end of each week, take time to review your progress. Celebrate your successes and identify areas where you can enhance your self-discipline. Adjust your goals for the upcoming week based on your reflections. By consistently applying these practices, you will cultivate the discipline necessary to thrive in a chaotic world. As you show up every day, reflect on your actions, and embrace discomfort, you will build a strong foundation for a fulfilling and purposeful life. In summary, the path to self-discipline is paved with daily practices that emphasize consistency over intensity. By committing to showing up, engaging in daily reflection, and embracing discomfort, you can develop the habits and mindset needed to navigate life's challenges with grace and resilience. As Marcus Aurelius reminds us, the universe is change. Our life is what our thoughts make it. Your thoughts and actions shape your reality, so make them count. 3. Mental fortitude against modern chaos, building unshakable resolve. In the fast-paced and often chaotic environment of modern life, cultivating mental fortitude is essential for maintaining self-discipline and resilience. The teachings of Stoic philosophers, particularly Marcus Aurelius, offer invaluable insights into how we can build unshakable resolve. This section will explore the principles of never playing the victim, ignoring naysayers, and practicing delayed gratification to strengthen our mental resilience. Never play the victim. One of the most empowering tenets of Stoicism is the rejection of the victim mentality. Marcus Aurelius strongly believed that our responses to external events define our character. He wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." This quote encapsulates the essence of taking responsibility for our thoughts and actions rather than attributing our hardships to external circumstances. Consider the story of Alex, a sales representative in a competitive industry. After losing a major account, Alex initially feels defeated and blames external factors, unfair competition, market conditions, and even the economy. However, after reflecting on his situation, he realizes that his reaction is within his control. Instead of succumbing to a victim mentality, Alex decides to take proactive steps. He engages in self-reflection, identifies areas where he could improve his pitch, and seeks feedback from colleagues. By shifting his focus from blame to personal accountability, Alex not only enhances his skills, but also rebuilds his confidence. This principle encourages us to recognize that while we cannot control the events that happen to us, we can control how we respond. By reframing our challenges as opportunities for growth, we empower ourselves to navigate life's obstacles with resilience. As Aurelius noted, The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way. This perspective allows us to embrace difficulties as stepping stones toward personal development, ignoring naysayers. In our journey towards self-discipline, we often encounter skepticism and criticism from others. Stoicism teaches us to cultivate an internal locus of control, focusing on our values rather than seeking validation from external sources. Marcus Aurelius advised, "How much trouble he avoids who does not look to see what his neighbor says or does." This wisdom underscores the importance of filtering out noise that does not serve our higher purpose. Imagine Lisa, a budding artist in Miami, who dreams of showcasing her work in a gallery. However, her friends and family doubt her talent and question her decision to pursue art full-time. Instead of succumbing to their negativity, Lisa decides to focus on her passion and her vision for her art. She surrounds herself with supportive peers, joins art communities, and seeks constructive feedback from those who share her interest. By ignoring the naysayers, Lisa protects her mental space and emotional energy. She learns to evaluate the source of criticism and discern whether it serves her growth. As Aurelius stated, "The whole universe is change and life itself is but what you deem it." By prioritizing her values over external opinions, Lisa cultivates resilience and remains committed to her artistic journey. To effectively ignore naysayers, practice the following strategies. Evaluate feedback. Not all criticism is harmful. Learn to distinguish between constructive criticism that can help you grow and baseless negativity that should be dismissed. Surround yourself with support. Build a network of individuals who uplift and encourage you. Seek mentors and peers who share your values and aspirations. Focus on your journey. Remind yourself that your path is unique and personal. Stay committed to your goals and values, regardless of others' opinions. Practicing delayed gratification. Another key aspect of cultivating mental fortitude is the practice of delayed gratification. In a world of instant rewards and immediate satisfaction, the ability to defer pleasure for long-term benefits is a valuable skill. Marcus Aurelius emphasized that true fulfillment comes from aligning our actions with our values rather than succumbing to fleeting desires. He wrote, "The things you think about determine the quality of your mind. Your soul takes on the color of your thoughts." Consider the story of Sam, an aspiring entrepreneur in San Francisco. He dreams of launching his own tech startup, but is tempted by the allure of a high-paying job with a prestigious company. Instead of accepting the immediate financial reward, Sam decides to invest his time and resources into developing his startup idea. He spends evenings and weekends working on his business plan, attending workshops, and networking with potential investors. By practicing delayed gratification, Sam is not only investing in his future, but also building the mental resilience needed to navigate the challenges of entrepreneurship. This choice allows him to develop valuable skills and connections, ultimately leading to greater fulfillment when he finally launches his startup. To incorporate delayed gratification into your life, consider the following strategies. Set long-term goals. Clearly define your long-term objectives and the steps necessary to achieve them. Break these down into manageable tasks that you can work on consistently. Practice self-restraint. When faced with temptations, remind yourself of your long-term goals. For instance, if you're trying to save money, resist the urge to buy that new gadget and instead prioritize your savings. Celebrate progress. Acknowledge and celebrate the small victories along the way. Recognizing your progress reinforces the value of delayed gratification and motivates you to stay committed. Building resilience through challenges. The combined practice of rejecting the victim mentality, ignoring naysayers, and embracing delayed gratification fosters resilience in the face of life's challenges. Marcus Aurelius understood that adversity is a natural part of life and that our response to it defines our character. He wrote, "It is not death that a man should fear, but he should fear never beginning to live." This insight reminds us that the true test of our resolve lies in how we approach obstacles. Consider the example of a college student named Rachel, who faces academic setbacks. After failing an important exam, she initially feels defeated and contemplates giving up. However, she decides to adopt a Stoic mindset. Instead of allowing herself to dwell on the setback, Rachel reflects on what she can learn from the experience. She seeks help from her professors, joins study groups, and dedicates extra time to her studies. By embracing the challenge, Rachel not only improves her academic performance, but also develops the resilience needed to face future obstacles. In summary, cultivating unshakable resolve is essential for maintaining self-discipline in a chaotic world. By rejecting the victim mentality, ignoring naysayers, and practicing delayed gratification, we can strengthen our mental fortitude and navigate life's challenges with confidence. As we learn to take responsibility for our responses, filter out negative influences, and prioritize long-term goals, we empower ourselves to lead lives of purpose and fulfillment. As Marcus Aurelius stated, "The universe is change. Our life is what our thoughts make it." By consciously choosing our thoughts and actions, we shape our reality and build the resilience needed to thrive amidst uncertainty. Embrace these Stoic principles and watch as they transform your approach to life, allowing you to cultivate a disciplined and meaningful existence. 4. The path of continuous growth, learning from excellence. In the journey towards self-discipline and personal development, one of the most powerful practices we can engage in is learning from those who embody the virtues we aspire to develop. Marcus Aurelius, the philosopher emperor, emphasized the importance of seeking out wisdom and emulating those who exemplify the Stoic ideals of virtue, courage, and resilience. This section will explore the principles of emulating wise individuals, fostering continuous growth through mentorship, and integrating these lessons into our daily lives. Emulating wise individuals. The concept of emulating wise individuals is deeply rooted in Stoic philosophy. Marcus Aurelius himself often reflected on the qualities of those he admired, using their examples as guides for his own conduct. He wrote in Meditations, "The best way to avenge yourself is to not be like that." This powerful reminder encourages us to rise above negativity and instead focus on embodying the qualities we respect in others. Consider the story of Maria, a young professional navigating her career in a competitive financial firm in New York City. Maria admires a senior colleague, Tom, who consistently demonstrates integrity, resilience, and a positive attitude even in the face of adversity. Instead of viewing Tom as competition, Maria seeks to learn from him. She observes how he handles challenges, communicates with others, and maintains a calm demeanor during stressful situations. By emulating Tom's qualities, Maria begins to internalize these virtues. She adopts a more composed approach to her work, which earns her respect from her peers and superiors alike. This not only enhances her career prospects but also fosters her personal growth. As Aurelius advised, waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. B1. The importance of mentorship. Mentorship plays a crucial role in our journey of continuous growth. Having a mentor who embodies the virtues we wish to cultivate can provide us with invaluable guidance and support. A mentor can offer insights based on their experiences, helping us navigate challenges and avoid common pitfalls. For example, consider David, a recent college graduate who aspires to be an entrepreneur. He reaches out to a local business owner, Sarah, who has successfully built a thriving company. Through their mentorship relationship, Sarah shares her journey, including her failures and successes. David learns about the importance of resilience, adaptability, and strategic thinking. By having a mentor like Sarah, David gains access to a wealth of knowledge and experience that accelerates his learning curve. He begins to apply the lessons he learns from her to his own startup endeavors, making informed decisions and avoiding mistakes that could have derailed his progress. This mentorship not only enhances David's skills but also instills in him the confidence to pursue his dreams. Learning from literature and history. In addition to seeking mentorship, we can also learn from historical figures and literature that embody Stoic principles. The stories of great leaders, philosophers, and thinkers can provide inspiration and practical lessons for our own lives. For instance, the writings of Seneca, Epictetus, and other Stoics are rich with wisdom that remains relevant today. Consider the influence of Seneca's essay on the shortness of life, where he emphasizes the importance of using our time wisely. He writes, "It is not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste a lot of it." This poignant reminder encourages us to reflect on how we allocate our time and energy. By learning from Seneca's insights, we can prioritize activities that align with our values and purpose, ultimately leading to a more fulfilling life. Another powerful example is the life of Nelson Mandela, who displayed extraordinary resilience and courage during his imprisonment and subsequent rise to leadership. His ability to forgive, unite, and inspire others serves as a testament to the power of virtue in overcoming adversity. By studying Mandela's life, we can draw parallels to our own struggles and recognize the importance of maintaining integrity and compassion in our actions. Integrating lessons into daily life. As we learn from wise individuals and historical figures, it's essential to integrate these lessons into our daily lives. This process involves reflection, practice, and a commitment to continuous improvement. Here are some practical strategies to help you embody the virtues you admire. Daily affirmations. Start each day by affirming the qualities you wish to embody. For instance, if you admire resilience, remind yourself, "Today, I will face challenges with courage and determination." This practice sets a positive tone for your day and reinforces your commitment to personal growth. Role model journaling. Maintain a journal where you document the qualities of individuals you wish to emulate. Reflect on specific instances where they demonstrated those virtues and consider how you can apply similar actions in your life. This exercise fosters self-awareness and helps you internalize the traits you admire. Seek constructive feedback. Actively seek feedback from colleagues, friends, or mentors on your behavior and decision-making. Constructive criticism can provide valuable insights into areas where you can improve and grow. Embrace feedback as an opportunity for development rather than a personal attack. Teach others. One of the best ways to reinforce your learning is to teach others. Share the lessons you've gained from your mentors and role models. This could be through informal conversations, workshops, or even social media platforms. Teaching reinforces your understanding and helps you internalize the principles you wish to embody. Building a community of growth. Surrounding yourself with individuals who share your commitment to growth is also vital. Engage in communities, clubs, or organizations that foster learning and excellence. By connecting with like-minded people, you create an environment that encourages accountability, collaboration, and mutual support. For example, consider a group of professionals in a city who meet weekly to discuss personal development books. By sharing insights, experiences, and goals, they inspire each other to strive for excellence and hold one another accountable for their growth. This supportive community becomes a catalyst for transformation, reinforcing the principles of Stoicism in their lives. In conclusion, the path of continuous growth is paved with the wisdom of those who came before us and the lessons we learn from their experiences. By emulating wise individuals, fostering mentorship, and integrating these lessons into our daily lives, we can cultivate the virtues that lead to self-discipline and resilience. As Marcus Aurelius wisely stated, the best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injury. By focusing on our personal development and striving to embody the qualities we admire, we not only enhance our own lives but also contribute positively to the lives of those around us. Embrace the journey of continuous growth and remember that every step you take toward embodying these virtues brings you closer to a more disciplined, fulfilling, and purposeful life. 5. The path to mastery, cultivating a life of purpose and intent. As we journey through the teachings of Stoicism, it becomes increasingly clear that the path to self-discipline and personal mastery is not a destination but a continuous process. This section explores how to apply the principles of Stoicism to cultivate a life filled with purpose and intent. We will delve into the importance of daily practice, the power of gratitude, and the role of community in fostering growth. Daily practice, the key to mastery. Marcus Aurelius emphasized the significance of daily practice in cultivating virtue and discipline. He believed that consistent effort is essential for personal growth. "You must stand firm like a rock against the winds of adversity," he wrote, illustrating the necessity of resilience and steadfastness in the face of challenges. The daily choices we make shape our character and ultimately determine the quality of our lives. Consider the example of a high school teacher named Sarah in Atlanta. Each day, she is tasked with not only educating her students but also inspiring them to believe in their potential. To embody this responsibility, Sarah commits to a daily practice of mindfulness and reflection. Every morning before her students arrive, she spends 10 minutes in quiet contemplation, visualizing her goals for the day and the positive impact she wants to make. This practice not only helps Sarah focus on her intentions but also reinforces her commitment to her students. By showing up with purpose each day, she cultivates a supportive environment that encourages her students to strive for excellence. This dedication to daily practice exemplifies the Stoic belief that our actions, no matter how small, accumulate over time to shape our character and influence those around us. The power of gratitude. Gratitude is a fundamental aspect of Stoic philosophy and plays a crucial role in fostering a positive mindset. Marcus Aurelius often reflected on the importance of appreciating the present moment, recognizing that our happiness is intertwined with our perception of life. He wrote, "When you arise in the morning, think of the privilege it is to be alive, to think, to enjoy, to love, to be able to do things." This perspective encourages us to cultivate gratitude for the simple joys of life. In a fast-paced urban environment, it can be easy to overlook the small blessings that surround us. However, practicing gratitude can profoundly shift our mindset and enhance our overall well-being. For instance, consider David, a software engineer in Silicon Valley. Amid the pressures of deadlines and project demands, he often found himself feeling overwhelmed and stressed. To combat this, David establishes a nightly gratitude ritual where he writes down 3 things he is thankful for each day. This simple practice transforms David's perspective. He begins to notice the small victories and moments of joy, such as a productive meeting, a supportive colleague, or even a beautiful sunset on his commute home. By focusing on the positive aspects of his life, David cultivates a sense of appreciation that enhances his resilience and motivation. As Aurelius advises, let not your mind run on what you lack as much as on what you have already. The role of community in growth. While personal effort is essential, the role of community cannot be underestimated in the pursuit of self-discipline and mastery. Stoicism teaches us that we are not solitary beings, rather, we thrive in connection with others. Building a supportive community of like-minded individuals can provide the encouragement and accountability necessary for sustained growth. Consider a group of young professionals in Boston who meet weekly to discuss Stoic principles and their applications in modern life. This gathering creates a space for open dialogue where members share their struggles, successes, and insights. By engaging with others who are committed to personal growth, they foster a sense of belonging and mutual support. In this community, members hold each other accountable for their goals. When one member expresses a desire to improve their public speaking skills, others encourage them to practice in front of the group. This collaborative environment not only enhances individual growth but also strengthens the bonds of friendship and camaraderie. The power of community extends beyond personal relationships. Engaging in volunteer work or community service can also provide opportunities for growth. By giving back and contributing to the well-being of others, we not only cultivate gratitude but also reinforce our sense of purpose. Aurelius reminds us we are all made for cooperation, like feet, like hands, like eyelids, like the rows of upper and lower teeth. This interconnectedness emphasizes the importance of supporting one another in our journeys. Setting intentional goals. To cultivate a life of purpose and intent, it is crucial to set intentional goals aligned with our values and aspirations. Marcus Aurelius believed that clarity of purpose is essential for living a meaningful life. He wrote, "A man's worth is no greater than his ambitions." Having clear, well-defined goals provides direction and motivation. For instance, consider Emily, an aspiring writer living in New York City. She dreams of publishing her first novel but often feels overwhelmed by the demands of her day job. To stay focused, Emily sets specific, measurable goals for her writing. She commits to writing for at least 30 minutes each day regardless of her workload. By setting aside dedicated time for her passion, she gradually makes progress toward her goal. Moreover, she tracks her progress in a journal, celebrating milestones along the way. This practice not only keeps her accountable but also reinforces her commitment to her writing journey. As her confidence grows, Emily begins to submit her work to literary magazines, ultimately paving the way for her first publication. This intentional approach aligns with Aurelius's belief that we must actively pursue our goals rather than passively wait for opportunities to arise. Embracing lifelong learning. Finally, cultivating a life of purpose requires embracing a mindset of lifelong learning. Stoicism teaches us that knowledge is a continuous pursuit and that we should approach life with curiosity and openness. Embracing new experiences, seeking knowledge, and being willing to adapt are essential components of personal growth. Consider the example of Mark, a marketing professional in Los Angeles who recognizes the importance of staying current in his field. To enhance his skills, Mark enrolls in online courses, attends industry conferences, and actively seeks feedback from colleagues. By committing to lifelong learning, he not only improves his professional capabilities but also fosters a growth mindset that inspires others. Aurelius's wisdom reinforces this idea: the universe is transformation, life is opinion. Our perspectives shape our experiences, and by remaining open to new ideas and challenges, we can cultivate resilience and adaptability. Embracing lifelong learning allows us to navigate the complexities of life with grace and confidence. In conclusion, cultivating a life of purpose and intent requires a multifaceted approach that encompasses daily practice, gratitude, community engagement, intentional goal setting, and a commitment to lifelong learning. By implementing these Stoic principles, we can navigate the challenges of modern life with resilience and clarity. As Marcus Aurelius wisely stated, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this and you will find strength. By taking control of our thoughts and actions, we empower ourselves to live with purpose, integrity, and discipline. Embrace the journey of self-mastery and let the teachings of Stoicism guide you toward a fulfilling and meaningful life. Each step you take today builds the foundation for a brighter tomorrow filled with intention and excellence. As we conclude our exploration of Stoic principles and their application to self-discipline, it is essential to reflect on the journey we have taken together. The teachings of Marcus Aurelius, along with the insights from other Stoic philosophers, provide us with a powerful framework for navigating the complexities of modern life. By embracing these principles, we can cultivate resilience, purpose, and intentionality in our daily lives. The importance of reflection. Throughout our discussions, we have emphasized the significance of reflection as a tool for personal growth. Marcus Aurelius famously wrote, "The unexamined life is not worth living." This statement highlights the necessity of self-awareness and introspection in our pursuit of excellence. As you move forward, consider incorporating regular reflection into your routine. Set aside time each day or week to contemplate your actions, thoughts, and emotions. Ask yourself questions such as, did I live in alignment with my values today? What challenges did I face and how did I respond? How can I improve my actions moving forward? This practice will not only enhance your self-awareness but also empower you to make intentional choices that align with your purpose. Embracing change and growth. One of the core tenets of Stoicism is the understanding that change is an inherent part of life. Aurelius reminds us, everything that happens is a manifestation of the universe's will. Embracing this perspective allows us to approach change with grace and adaptability. Rather than resisting the inevitable shifts that life brings, we can learn to flow with them, recognizing that each change presents an opportunity for growth. For example, consider the experience of Jenna, a marketing executive in Chicago who faces an unexpected layoff. Initially, she feels devastated and uncertain about her future. However, recalling the Stoic principle of accepting change, Jenna takes a step back to reflect. She recognizes that this moment, while challenging, also provides her with the opportunity to reassess her career goals and explore new paths. Instead of succumbing to despair, Jenna uses this time to update her skills, network with industry professionals, and even explore her long-held passion for writing. This proactive approach transforms a potentially negative experience into a stepping stone toward a more fulfilling career. By embracing change, Jenna embodies the resilience and adaptability that Stoicism encourages. The role of community in transformation. As we have discussed, the power of community cannot be underestimated in our journey towards self-discipline and mastery. Surrounding ourselves with like-minded individuals who share our commitment to growth can provide the support, encouragement, and accountability necessary for our transformation. Consider forming or joining a group focused on personal development, whether it be a book club, a professional organization, or a community service group. These connections foster a sense of belonging and inspire us to strive for excellence. As Aurelius stated, we are all made for cooperation, like feet, like hands, like eyelids, like the rows of upper and lower teeth. This interconnectedness reminds us that we thrive when we support one another. For instance, a group of young professionals in a major city might gather weekly to discuss Stoic principles and share their experiences. Through open dialogue, they can celebrate successes, address challenges, and hold each other accountable for their goals. This collaborative environment not only enhances individual growth but also strengthens the bonds of friendship and mutual support. Practicing gratitude and mindfulness. In addition to building a supportive community, practicing gratitude and mindfulness can significantly enhance our journey towards self-discipline. Marcus Aurelius frequently emphasized the importance of appreciating the present moment and recognizing the blessings in our lives. He wrote, "When you arise in the morning, think of the privilege it is to be alive, to think, to enjoy, to love." To cultivate gratitude, consider keeping a gratitude journal where you record 3 things you are thankful for each day. This simple practice can shift your focus from what you lack to what you have, fostering a positive mindset that enhances your overall well-being. Mindfulness is another powerful tool that can help you stay grounded in the present moment. By practicing mindfulness techniques such as meditation or deep breathing, you can develop greater awareness of your thoughts and emotions. This heightened awareness allows you to respond to challenges with clarity and composure rather than reacting impulsively. For example, imagine a busy executive in Los Angeles who often feels overwhelmed by the demands of work. By incorporating mindfulness practices into her daily routine, she learns to pause and take a few deep breaths before responding to stressful situations. This practice helps her approach challenges with a calm and focused mindset, ultimately enhancing her effectiveness and well-being. Taking action, your path forward. As we reflect on the principles discussed throughout this journey, it's essential to take actionable steps toward implementing these teachings in your life. Here are some practical strategies to help you move forward. Set clear goals. Define specific, measurable goals that align with your values and aspirations. Break these down into manageable steps you can take daily or weekly. Establish a daily routine. Incorporate practices such as reflection, gratitude, and mindfulness into your daily routine. Consistency is key to building self-discipline and fostering personal growth. Seek mentorship. Identify individuals who embody the virtues you admire and seek their guidance. Whether through formal mentorship or informal connections, learning from others can accelerate your growth. Engage with your community. Connect with like-minded individuals who share your commitment to personal development. Participate in groups or organizations that foster collaboration and support. Embrace challenges. View obstacles as opportunities for growth. When faced with challenges, remind yourself of the Stoic principle of resilience and adaptability and take proactive steps to overcome them. In closing, remember that the journey towards self-discipline and mastery is ongoing. The principles of Stoicism provide us with a powerful framework for living a life of purpose and intent. By embracing reflection, community, gratitude, and mindfulness, we can cultivate resilience and navigate life's challenges with grace. As you embark on this journey, keep in mind the wisdom of Marcus Aurelius. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this and you will find strength. By taking control of your thoughts and actions, you empower yourself to lead a fulfilling and meaningful life. Your Stoic transformation begins now. Embrace the teachings of Stoicism, implement the principles discussed, and watch as your life unfolds with purpose, clarity, and strength. Remember, every step you take today builds the foundation for a brighter tomorrow, one filled with intention and excellence. If you found value in this video, please take a moment to subscribe to the Stoic Viva channel, where we delve deeper into the teachings of Stoic philosophy and practical applications for modern living. Like and share this content with others who may benefit from the transformative power of Stoicism. Together, let us continue this journey of wisdom and well-being, fostering resilience and tranquility in our lives. Thank you for joining us on this journey into the heart of Stoicism, and may you continue to live intentionally and wisely.